Well, welcome to the 2015 Hendrickson Reese Homeschool graduation.
That's not a mouthful.
We really appreciate you guys coming and sharing in the prayers to begin with. Those of you that were able to make it, that means a lot to us and to Jared. And especially for joining us for the next, hopefully for the next couple hours until the food runs out. Like that's going to happen. And sharing with Jared and his journey through school with Amy. So that was my job, was to welcome everybody, and that's about it. So in our homeschool theory, I'm kind of the principal in this whole get-up, which is interesting. But it's been a long journey for us, and it's been great. The cool thing is that I've got the best teaching staff that anybody could ask for.
Here, here.
And you'll find that out here in a little bit. But it's great to be able to watch your kids grow and watch your wife take and build a curriculum and make what's best for them. Oh! But really, the best thing about being a principal at homeschool is you get to kiss the teacher in the hallway as you pass. So I'll let Amy start from now, and I'll give her a kiss in the hallway.
Okay, can everybody hear me? My voice is not as commanding. Okay. All right, thank you all again. I want to also say thank you for coming and joining with us. So, Jared, that's why we went all out, because Jared hasn't had a lot of experiences. He didn't get to have 4th grade dance or prom or, any of those things. So that's why we tried to make it really special, and thank you for being part of that. Homeschooling isn't the easiest thing to talk about. It's really just not a good topic for polite social conversation. Most people kind of sort of know a little bit about homeschooling, but the unknown outweighs the known in a stilted, awkward way. Also, many people assume that since our family chooses to homeschool, then we must be anti-school, and therefore anti their choice to send their kids to school or to work there themselves. This actually couldn't be further from the truth. We are not against school. We are for education of children as individuals, however that takes shape. For the majority of families and children, school is the best choice. All of us should be passionately supporting our local school systems with our time and money, as well as fighting for teachers and administrators who give their lives to the cause of educating our children. Strong schools are a necessity which our society depends upon, and my family believes in schools, and we challenge you to join us in doing the same. Homeschooling is not for everyone. It's most definitely not the best choice for every parent or every child, but neither is school automatically the best choice for every parent and every child. Thankfully, we live in a country that gives parents the choice to decide which option is best for their unique children in their unique situation. Our family's taken advantage of the choices of public school, vocational school, and homeschooling. With each of our children and in each time of life, with God's help, we have tried to make the best choice. For my son Jared, who we are gathered here today to celebrate, the absolute right choice was homeschooling. In addition, we also chose to have him spend 2 years studying at vocational school, which was another right choice. What have these last 12 years of homeschooling meant to me? In a nutshell, time. Assuming the average length of a public school day and factoring in the 1 year he spent in public school kindergarten, as well as the 2 years half days he spent at vocational school, homeschooling has meant approximately 13,000 extra hours that I have spent with Jared. 13,000.
You're welcome.
As most of you know, I struggle with my health, sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. That lifelong experience has taught me many, many things, but overwhelmingly it has taught me to be thankful. If you know me, you'll hopefully hear me say how thankful and grateful that I am for my life. I make an effort to do so, not just in the big things, but in each and every moment. I always want every beginning, and if God wills, every end, to be welcomed with thanksgiving. I am not a woman of few words, as everyone knows, but as these 12 years and 13,000 hours draw to a close, I can really only think of one overriding thing to say, and that is, I am thankful. I'm thankful for the thousands of hours reading together, in our living room, wearing our pajamas on a snowy day, in the park with the wind blowing through the tree branches, within a background fabric of cat snuggles and crying babies and crying teenagers, among the models we build in medieval towns and countless field trips to battlefields and chocolate factories and art museums, and just the gentle rhythm of a quiet, ordinary Tuesday afternoon. Tripping over the Legos and sprawled on the couches with our imagination swimming in the depths of a book. We shared stories in the middle of our own daily story. We treasured them together. I'm thankful for the thousands of hours of discussions about kingdoms and countries and adventures of people long ago, about poetry and Shakespeare and picture books, about the challenges facing those in the past and our struggling world today, and our hopes and prayers for the future. Asking the tough questions and digging ever further in, we explored them together. I'm thankful for the mind-numbing geometry proofs, the ridiculously large number of science experiments gone very, very wrong, and some of the driest textbooks and achingly boring video lectures known to man. We survived them together. I'm thankful for the opportunity to attend many extra church services, spend time volunteering, helping out a friend, and taking advantage of the daily opportunities to study our faith and apply that truth to everything from history to science to economics. For the clean breath of freedom to teach and learn about God however we want and whenever we want. To not have to separate our lives from our faith and our faith from our learning. We prayed and served God together. Also, I'm thankful for the difficult times, for teaching while fearing for my own life, and for learning as I feared for the life of my son. For the unspeakable pain that can only be caused by watching the suffering of your child. For the black times enveloped in the deepest darkness, we found the light together. I'm thankful for all the times that strangers approach me and tell me that my son was kind to them, for the softness in the voices of the people who love him when they say his name, for all the times he makes the world laugh, for his gentleness, for his compassion, for his loyalty. It has been my great honor to spend over 18 years with Jared, and it has been my extreme privilege to be his teacher for these last 12. But in the 13,000 extra hours that homeschooling has given us, I find that I'm really the one who learned. And in Jared, I can tell you that I had an excellent teacher. I'm frequently overwhelmed by the beauty and goodness that God has placed in my life and for the grace to see it. 13,000 hours seems like a lot, and we're all definitely ready to move on and see what's coming next. But for the rest of my life, I will treasure the memory of these millions of individual homeschooling moments, and with God's help, I'll never ever stop learning from them. For this time and for my Jared, I'm truly thankful. Glory to God. Jared Robert Hendrickson, because you have studied yearly for the number of hours prescribed by the state of Ohio and have completed the courses put before you to the best of your ability, I am pleased to present you with this high school diploma. May you never stop learning, and always remember that wisdom is not a thing found in books to be grasped or attained. Wisdom is a person. And if you spend your life seeking Christ and true wisdom, this isn't the end, it's only the beginning. Congratulations.
Alright, so hello. Today is a celebration of my 12 years of homeschooling. These years have brought struggles, challenges, and even some crises. But believe me when I say that homeschooling is one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me. Now don't get me wrong, it was a challenge. Just ask my mom. I was and probably still am the laziest kid I've ever met. And in the beginning it was an ordeal just to get me to write a short paragraph or complete a simple math problem. But through all of my personal hurdles, my mom was there to keep me going. She was always there to give a nudge, or more appropriately, a shove, and her emphasis was always on enjoying education and applying it to my everyday life. It's a fundamental that I follow to this day, and through her tireless instruction, I've been able to succeed in ways I never thought I was capable. Thank you, Mom. So for many people, homeschooling is either a taboo concept or a flat-out mystery. What do I do as a homeschooler that's different from anything else? Actually, not that much. My commute is a bit shorter, and my school dress code is relatively lax. But otherwise, I'm studying, I'm taking notes, and I'm listening to lectures like everyone else. However, I can safely say that my homeschooler lifestyle is the main reason I appreciate my education as much as I do. The level of accountability and self-direction given to me was immense, and my mom was always pushing me to take initiative and be proactive in my studying. And as I got older, I was continually given more and more challenges to face. My last 2 years were spent juggling my homeschool, my vocational school, and a job. But the flexibility homeschooling provided kept me from feeling drowned in insurmountable responsibilities. Jeez. Double-sided the sugar. It also helped that if I had a question, my teacher was also right across the hallway. So what has homeschooling taught me? For one thing, it's given me confidence to excel at work, in social circles, and at home. It's supplied me with academic knowledge that will always have use and merit. And homeschooling has taught me to fervently love learning, which is an extremely corny thing to say, but it's very true. And though my homeschooling journey is at an end, lessons I've learned from it are alive and well. Looking back on my school career, I was really going to miss learning things with my mom. But I then remembered what she has always said to me since day one. Learning doesn't end in the classroom. As people, we are always learning, always attaining new skills, and homeschooling has given me the tools to continue growing for the rest of my life. So, with great excitement, I'm ready to take my steps towards a life of learning. And before I'm done talking, I'd just like to thank all of you. Without the constant prayers, love, and support, I would just be an incomplete person. So thank you guys very much for listening to me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's give Jared one more big round of applause. Thank you. I think that's it. Don't you wish all graduations were this short? This is the largest graduating class we've had. Hopefully it is always the largest graduating class. I think that we're ready to eat, almost. If Father, if you wouldn't mind coming up and leading us in prayer, and then we can be nice to each other and don't bombard the table. I know I'm hungry, but we just make your way over there. I think everything is finally out there.